We're back. It looks weird, doesn't it? You can see it. It's creepy. It's hidden almost exactly where my irises are. I apologize about that. I'm wearing my old glasses. These are my ones because my good ones broke. They snapped in half while I was cleaning them this morning, and I have to wait 2 weeks for replacements. It's very stressful, but these ones are fine. They're only a slightly older prescription. So if I have to film for the next 2 weeks, this is how it's going to work, unless I get rid of the light, which I don't really want to do. So anyway, it's another Blu-ray haul. We got plenty to look into. Let's take a look. Oh my god. First up, we have the first two releases from New Wave Video. This is Rubber's Lover from 1996 and Strange Circus from 2006, 2005. Oh, so close. I've done a full deep dive into this, so I'll hold that off if you want to watch that separately, but just for reference, they come with sleeves with alternate artwork, glossy sleeves, brand new restorations, as well as a butt ton of special features. This one has so many special features, it's fucked. And it's a 1 hour long making of documentary. I have to watch this shit? Oh my god. But it's good, you know, if you're a fan, it's perfect for you. I'm very curious to watch this one. I've only watched so far Rubber's Lover, but it was really nice. A great print. There is a nipple in this cover. I can't show the inside reversible sleeve because unfortunately there is a booklet. Hooray, booklet. But yes, there is reversible artwork. It just has nudity on it because these are Japanese films. Of course, they've got nudity on them. I do recommend them. Go check out my video where I break down Rubber's Lover. It's only 20 odd minutes long. That's normal. That's healthy. Fuck, this looks weird. Oh my god, I'm going to hate the edit. Maybe if I look like that. See, if I look away, see, it's there. But if I look away, you can't. It's not weird. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we got Rocky Horror Picture Show. The 4K UHD. Wow, came with a sleeve. This is the UK version, worth noting because it doesn't give you the option to watch the US version, which is very interesting because I went to watch that the other day, like my steelbook from Australia, the JB one I had, the 45th anniversary, because I was going to show it to my partner because I thought she hadn't seen the film. Turns out I showed it to her a couple of years ago with that exact same restoration. Fucking nuts. Which makes sense, it's 2025. I caught that in 2020. And that had the option of the US cut, and I didn't know that existed, because I'd only seen probably the UK cut, because that was the DVD I grew up with. Anyway, you got your disc artwork, it's all regions. The 4K looks really good. Still not the best 4K UHD I've ever seen, but it's a really solid UHD. The Atmos track, I gotta admit, I wasn't really happy with. It just sounded really quiet. But then I changed it to like it's the only other option, which was like a 2.0 stereo, and then I was like, and it felt so closed in. So when I went back to the Dolby Atmos, it felt a lot more spacious, and I'm like, yeah, this works better. It was just kind of quieter during the dialogue scenes and then louder during the musical numbers, which is fair. I don't know if that was an original problem or not, but the Blu-ray has a DTS 7.1 master audio and Dolby Digital 2.0, and yeah, the 4K is the same, except this is it actually says 7.14. Interesting, 7.14 Dolby Atmos. Don't even know what the hell that even means. But yeah, noteworthy to mention that the Blu-ray has the alternate version, which has the black and white opening, so like the first 20 minutes is in black and white. I've never seen that before, didn't know it existed. I don't think that's on my Steelbook version. I haven't checked. Not on the 4K, unfortunately. And again, no US edition on the 4K. I haven't checked the Blu-ray. But a bunch of special features still, so that's good. It's if you're a Rocky Horror fan, this is like the best version to get, so that's good. Solid, because the Blu-ray would be the same 4K restoration from a couple years ago, which they would have used to give you the UHD. And I didn't bother with the Steelbook because it's expensive, and I figured, look, I got this from Outrun DVD for $65 because we have to import Disney properties now. And 20th Century Studios. Depressing. Anyway, now I mentioned I got that from Outrun. That was not meant to happen. I wasn't planning to get it at all, to be honest. I would have waited for a sale on Amazon or something. But I had an issue at Arrow Video where I had ordered some films from them, which I believe I mentioned in my previous one with I had, In the Mouth of Madness and Miss 45. And I had ordered the Dollars trilogy, you know, fistful of dollars for a few dollars more. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And lo and behold, we've got the two here. We've got for a few dollars more. And The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Reversed the artwork because, of course, I did. These are obviously the Arrow 4Ks, and you know, you get your extended cut, you get your international cut, you get your extras, you know, a few dollars more. Original artwork. 2-disc feature. Blu-ray special features and 4K for the feature film. Haven't watched that one yet. I only watched them a couple months ago, so I don't really know when I'll actually get around to the UHDs. But my dad did want to watch Good, Bad, the Ugly, so I watched the first. I watched parts of it. I came in and out and watched sequences, and it looked incredible. I'm like, man, that does look fantastic. And that's just on a kind of regular 4K. I've got a 4K OLED TV. He just has a regular 4K TV. So these two were also from Outrun. Now, the reason why that happened is because when I ordered them from Arrow, they sent them. And when they got here, I was in Japan, but I live with family, so there's no issue. They said it was completely undeliverable and they returned it to sender. That was like the 21st of October. And then 2.5 weeks later, guess what comes knocking at my door? The trilogy. So I got back on like the 27th, found out what had happened, let Arrow know. Of course, through contacting them on their website was pointless. I sent them a message on Facebook instead. Within 2 days, had everything resolved. They were like, okay, we see what happened. Well, you can either get a full refund or we can send it back out to you. And now, to be fair, I got them all on sale. And I was like, yeah, if you can send it back out, that'd be great. Which in my mind, I'm thinking, look, worst comes to worst, or best comes to best. They send them out and I get the whole trilogy, and then the ones that I originally ordered come in anyway, and then I get 2 sets of the trilogy. How cool would that be? Yeah, that's basically what's happened, except that Arrow were like, oh, we actually don't have The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, and for a few dollars more, the ones I actually like. I don't really care that much for Fistful of Dollars. It's fine. I've seen the original. It's much better. So, you know, Yojimbo. So I was like, all right, well then just send me out for a few dollars more. So they refunded me the other 2. And with the refund money I got, I was able to buy the 2 from Outrun, including postage. So basically, you know, I got like $130 odd back. I got more than I initially paid, which is nuts to me. I'm thinking, I swear to God, they were meant to be like $50 each, because it was like £25. It should have been 20, but when I added it into the cart, it became 25. I don't know why, but either way. So they've sent me out for a fistful of dollars for free, as an apology, because they were going to send out the whole bunch, but they didn't have the stock for the other 2. And of course, they came in anyway. And Fistful of Dollars has already sent. So this is the original artwork that they've got for them. I'm not keeping these. I'm going to give them to my friend for his birthday, which is in like 2 weeks. He loves these films. So I'm like, hey, fuck it. I basically got them for free because the money I've still spent the money on Fistful, so that'll come in. And the money I had spent on the other 2, I got back and then repurposed at another company where I ended up getting Rocky Horror as well. So kind of in the end, I'm kind of winning in a way. I don't know, if I had have gotten the full refund, then I could have ordered the 3 from probably Outrun and not dealt with Arrow at all, and then maybe still have gotten everything from Outrun, and maybe earned an extra $10. I don't know, probably, who knows? It doesn't matter. This is just so stupid that this happened, especially because when the package came in at the end, it still had authority to leave written on it. So I don't know why there was a problem to begin with. So anyway, I'm giving these to my mate, and that's that headache. What the fuck? Absolutely nuts that happened. That rarely ever happens. I've never had a single package returned to sender. I've had 2 packages lost in the mail. One was an expensive steelbook from JB Hi-Fi. I blame the delivery driver because they say, oh, we sent it to the address, and I was home the whole day. And then, lo and behold, they did not send it to the address. The address they ended up telling me was a church school cross thing. I don't know. Somehow that's legal. But it's like a 10-minute drive away. And I called them up. All 4 buildings. None of them had my package. So this guy clearly lied to me. Or the driver clearly lied to the people who he was working for. Anyway, I also went to JB and brought Practical Magic because I didn't want to go all the way to Chadstone to get my glasses fixed even though I couldn't get them fixed because, of course, they'd snapped in half. They're on the warranty, thank God. I had 1 more month left on the warranty, so they're just going to go get a new pair. They have to order it in, though, so then they're going to use those lenses and put them in the other, those glasses, those frames. So hopefully they'll be ready in a week. Otherwise, I'm wearing my old ones, which is annoying. So anyway, I got Practical Magic because they had released a bunch of films at JB that were like really old Blu-rays from like 10 to 15 years ago. All the President's Men was one of them as well, which they had there. But I've got the DVD, which now that I think about it, I didn't look at. I just looked at All the President's Men DVD. It has no special features whatsoever. I was thinking maybe it would have like the commentary and stuff. Has nothing. The Blu-ray had so many special features. I'm like, oh my god, I should have bought that. Even though I've never seen it, which is also why I didn't want to buy it, because I'm like, I can just watch the DVD. And I believe there's a 4K that's just been announced as well, so maybe if that comes out in a year's time, I might buy that instead if I really want it. So anyway, bought Practical Magic. Now, apart from the mixed reviews of this film, to be fair, Nicole Kidman is stunning, so why not? And it does come with a commentary of Sandra Bullock and the director and the producer and the composer, Alan Silvestri, plus a making of featurette, casting a spell, making magic, and a theatrical trailer. The reason why I got this, because it was only $15, was because, wow, look at that disc art, stunning. This doesn't exist. There are no Blu-ray releases for this movie outside of a 2-pack with The Witches of Eastwick from the US, and that's an out-of-print Blu-ray. And I already have The Witches of Eastwick, because that was another Warner Brothers one which they re-released like 2 or 3 months ago, which I got for like $10. And now they've re-released this, but this technically didn't have a release to begin with. There's no individual release for this movie that exists that I can find, unless it's either uber out of print or, again, is part of the Witches of Eastwick bundle. So that's kind of insane to me, especially because the American one doesn't say it has any special features. So, I don't know, it just kind of seemed more interesting to pick this up myself, and that's just how we're going to go for it. So, I don't know, that's it. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Isn't it great when you get free movies by accident? My brother does a thing where he'll like get subscribers by basically giving them a free video game. But I don't do that, so I'm giving these to my friends instead. Sorry, subscribers. Anyway, just a good update that we still have Cinemaniac sessions if they haven't already happened. And there's 2 more left, or just 1, because December still exists. November is happening right now. We got a double feature in November, sort of House on Sorority Row and Massacre at Central High, presented by John Harrison, and then the Frankenhooker Extraordinaire Christmas Special, presented by Caitlin Kohler, which I'm exceedingly excited for, because Frankenhooker slaps. And there is the Astor Film Bazaar presented by Dead End DVD and Umbrella Entertainment, which I will be just there. I'm not working. The Cinemaniacs will be there. I'll probably be hanging out at the booth a lot because I am one of them. So I kind of have to, but I don't have to at the same time. I get to go around and shop because I didn't bother to be a vendor because I wanted to go to Japan and not worry about the future. So I'm going to be there as well. So if you guys don't know about it, it's happening. And I'll see you guys there or not. I don't know. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys there. And I'm keen as shit. Gotta save some money, so I'm trying not to buy a lot of stuff, but at the same time, of course, I am. Luckily, again, glasses are on the warranty, otherwise, my life. Okay, that's all. Check out my review of The Rover's Lover, and hopefully, eventually, Strange Circus. Outside of that, see you kids next time. Adios, muchachos, vamonos.